All right, Shalom. This is Brother Kanai, and
Tazayar.
all right, this is a branch of GMS, Gary, Indiana. First, we want to give praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakar Kudash. Double honors to our elders in GMS. Peace and blessings to those teaching the word out there in truth and sincerity. Shalom. We're gonna go to 1 Peter, 1 Peter 4, verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and the Most High resteth upon you. And on their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
So yeah, as we was just out here camping, we just wrapped up the camp. We had demons riding past, scoffing us, telling us to shut up, trying to intimidate us. You know what I'm saying? But through the spirit, we maintained our position. But call on me how when these things happen, because these things were prophesied to happen, man.
But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. If any suffer, Salakia, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. All right, because you're going to be persecuted in the world. All right, you're going to be tested in the world. You're going to be put in situations, in difficult situations, or tough things that you would have to handle or endure. And it's about how you handle the situation. All right. And so like in the one of the previous verses, it says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. All right, so these are things you're not to do. You know what I'm saying? But the world will try to tempt you to do these things. Or someone, a busybody in other men's body, a man might come up to you telling you all about his business and what he has going on at the house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when people tell me these things, it's like, I don't have to know all this, I don't got to know all that. And neither do I tell anybody what he told me. I keep that man's secrets that he told me a secret. All right, because that's his matters. That's not out there for the world to, hear about. Verse 16 again. If any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf.
I got a quick scripture, man, because when we out here and we being persecuted, that's part of the straight gates, man.
Yep.
We have to endure. If a brother want to grab that, the brother Uriah just joined us. If a brother want to grab, what's that? 2 Timothy 4:2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta endure hardness as a good soldier. But I would rather it come out through the scriptures.
Okay, let me finish this real quick. For the time, verse 17, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. So if judgment begins at the house of God, you know what I mean? The Lord has a ranking structure, you know what I mean? He set up the prophets to teach the world and the other nations. All right, so that's where judgment must begin, because we bear the indignation of the Most High, you know what I mean? And we are the leaders. We are the example. We represent the Most High. So of course, judgment has to start with the prophets and then to the rest of the world. Because we have to teach by example. We have to lead by example. If we're not doing what we're telling everybody to do, how is that a good example? All right, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first began at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So it says that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So that's why this is important. All right, that's why your life in doing something, you know what I mean? That's why worshiping the Most High is important, man. Because your life depends on it, literally. All right, so if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? So if the righteous scarcely be saved, the ungodly have no have no choice, really. They're just destined for destruction. Yeah, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing. And what is the well doing? Doing as the Most High instructed you, as unto a faithful Creator. All right, you got it up.
This is 2 Timothy's. We'll start at verse 1, 2 and 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahushua Mashiach, and the thing that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. The same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Verse 3, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach.
It says faithful men, which is able to teach others also, right?
Khan.
So that's what we're talking about. We're leaders. So we have to lead by example.
It said, verse 4, no man warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. And if any man also strive for mastery, yet he is not crowned except he strive lawfully.
Yeah, he is not crowned except he strive by what the Most High says, not what he says or what he thinks. You know what I mean? Lean into his own understanding, establishing his own righteousness. That's not according to the gospel. That's not according to the Most High and his plans.
It said, the husbandman that labors must be the first partakers of the fruit. Consider what I say, and the Lord give thee understanding in all things. That's it on that.
Mm-hmm. See, the Lord shall give you understanding in all things, because he is truth. He created all things. All right, he knows all things. All right. You got something, Tazior?
No, even the scripture
Okay.
says, be not weary in well doing. Roughly paraphrasing, but
Kind.
I got something for you. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Right, few there be that find it, because that few that be that do not find it is because, Salaki, the few that be that find it is because those are the few men that are actually trying to establish righteousness in the earth according to the Most High's plans. All right, there's because most people they're taking the route of popularity and fashion, or what's in the culture. They're taking the route of what's trendy, and what's trendy is going to get you destroyed. All right, or they taking the route of, pleasing their own flesh. They have the pride of life spirit, which really isn't true life. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in the shadow of Egypt, America, aka Babylon. All right, Babylon meaning confusion. So this place was brought up on lies and deceit. That's how this place continues. You know what I'm saying? That's how this place if I can't think of a better word right now. But that's what this place strives on.
Right.
On lies. And as we said earlier, you know what I mean, in our live show, camp live show, you know what I'm saying, Salakia. As we said earlier in our live camp show, you know what I mean, righteousness is you know what I mean, breaking down all those sins. I mean, breaking down all those lies. You know, the Most High set up his prophets to break down strongholds. You know, if you could go up to one of you could go to 1 Corinthians 10.
I got it. What verse? I got 1 Corinthians 10 as well.
I believe it's 1 Corinthians 10. It might be, let's see, I think like 5 or 6 or something. Let's see. Read what you got.
It said 10 and what, 6?
Oh, Salakia, no, it's not that. Is it 2 Corinthians?
I got it.
Okay.
This is 2 Corinthians. Well, I'll start at verse 3. 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh, to the pulling down of the stronghold, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that is exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh, of Mashiach, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
Oh, Khan, yeah, that was 2 Corinthians 3, verse 3 you started at?
10 and 3. You was talking about the casting down?
Yeah. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3?
Yeah, Khan.
Khan. Yep, breaking down the strongholds, man. Casting down the imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
That's training yourself, man. Training yourself to be in the right spirit, because your flesh is always going to contemplate on the things of the flesh. But you're training yourself to bring subjection over your mind so you can be in the right spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and having a readiness to revenge all disobedience. When
First and foremost, right now, against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because vengeance is not ours. It's not in our hands. But you can be ready to vindicate yourself. Revenge against your flesh. To repent, you know.
See, yeah, because it says when your obedience is fulfilled.
Because how you ready to take things down, that everything that's in this world that's wicked, and you ain't conquered yourself first?
Yep.
That's what this right now, the Lord is. We was talking about the earlier camp. The Lord right now is looking for men that's going to take accountability of themselves. That's why the Lord said the kingdom of heaven starts with you, within you, conquering you. And then it starts, well, then it trickles from you, then to the brotherhood, and then from your own household, whether it's your children, your wives, whatever the case may be, man. But it all starts within you.
Yeah, because it's about changing your mind state, all right, your attitude on things, all right. Transformation begins on the inside out.
Okay.
From the inside to the outside. That's how the transformation begins. You gotta get rid of that stinking thinking, and you know what I mean. Put on righteousness. You know what I mean.
I got one. This is Hebrews chapter 4. I'm gonna start at 10. For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as the power did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. For the word of the power is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrows, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. The heart. Yeah. So that's the point, man. You know, this word is gonna reveal you regardless. Whoever you are, or whoever you're trying to be, or whatever you need to do, it's gonna show you if you're loyal, if you're true, if you're sincere. You know what I'm saying? If you're humble, if you're whatever, if you're prideful, if you're wicked, if you're righteous, this word is going to reveal it unto you, man. Because by these words is what we go by, man. And this is how you can measure yourself if you're in the correct spirit or not, you know?
Kind. Yep. Try the spirit by the spirit.
And that's why the brotherhood is so important, because you may think you're doing something right in your own eyes, and the brother may see something in you that you don't see, the fault in you that you don't see yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Because we all deal with things. And then that brother, he'll see that. And that's why it's so mighty to have a meek and humble spirit, because a brother may rebuke you, and he's doing it out of love because he don't want to see you fall. It's up to you how you going to take that rebuke. Are you going to get prideful and arrogant, or are you going to be meek and humble? Like, you know what, bro? Do this right. Let me check myself. Because that brother does that in hopes that you'll do the same for him, man.
Yeah, we got to keep each other from falling in their will. And then even if you do fall, man, the brother is there to lift you up. You know? Did you have a precept?
I was holding Ephesians 4.
That's just what I had on. Read that.
Can we read it?
Con.
It's Ephesians 4:21. It says, if so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversations the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful flesh, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore putting away lying, speaking every man truth with his neighbors, for we are members of one another. Be ye angry and sin not, and let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. Let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that is needed. And let no corrupt communications proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as Yahweh Shai, even as Yahweh for Hamashiach's sakes have given you. That's it.
Brother wanna
Yeah,
ask
because
me?
how could you get mercy if you don't give mercy?
Con. I
Yeah.
got closing scripture if anybody don't have anything.
You got it.
This is Matthew chapter 5, since we was touching on that topic. And I'm gonna start at verse man, this is all good. You know what, I'm gonna start at 1 to 12, Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain and went. And when he saw, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy, which was the point. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the power. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the power. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Because righteousness has a lot to do with wisdom.
That's right.
And we should conduct ourselves in wisdom. All right, that's how we overcome the world.
That's right.
All right, with the knowledge that the Most High gave us. All right, the secrets that He reveals to us.
That's right, brother.
All right, which is the blueprints into making it into the kingdom of heaven. All right, with that we'll say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Karkodash. All right, double honors to our GMS. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Baba ball.
Baba ball.